We are live. There we are. Come on in, folks. Chat's open. Devil Flyer's already in the chat, and he's here. Hey, hello, welcome. There we are.
He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. You like my new comic stand?
I like it. Yes.
Yeah.
Charles is also in the house. How you doing?
Charles, you froze on us.
Well,
you were frozen.
Cold. It's very cold here.
Yeah. Switching my Facebook.
And now Rex is frozen.
Unless he's posing.
Should we get on with the show?
He's moving very slowly.
Yes.
Rex is. Yes, we're live on Facebook as well. Come on in, folks. The chat's open. So
we know Rex has is based on Proxima, so it takes a while for his signal to come.
Takes a while for that signal to get up from Arkansas.
Yeah. It's like dial-up. Now there's remember the dial-up sound.
And it might even be worse now that there's so much fewer chickens in the world. So
yeah.
That signal
Didn't you watch the Flintstones? They always had the prehistoric monsters when they, running in the wheels like a hamster.
Mm-hmm.
That's my internet. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah's in the house this morning. Good morning, Sarah. We're going to run the opening and get to it here. We've got a great book to look over. Let's see.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I pet that dog?
We're going to pet the dog.
As a kid, I need some discipline.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
might have lost a hand there. Mama let her go.
I'm going to let you pet the dog twice, and then you'll understand.
Here we are.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Come on in, folks. Time for the Sunday Funnies. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work with Arrow Comics all over, wherever fine books are sold, such books as The Shadow Kingdom. And we had took the classic sword and sorcery story by Robert E. Howard and adapted it. Had the pleasure of doing that with Russ Leach doing the artwork. And now Russ and I are continuing the characters from that story in The Atlantean, the first issue of which is available for retail right now, criticalblast.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any bookstore that has the Ingram ordering system. You can get this book from. And we hope that you do.
Now, that looks like a different, that's not the ink.
Tale.
That's not the Ink Spots one, is it? Is that the Ink Spots ink colored cover?
Critical Blast?
Yeah,
that's theirs. This is Critical Blast book, yeah. From them. Is that who you're talking about, Rex?
No, Ink Spots did the coloring on the one with the dragon, and that's a different cover.
Oh, there. No. Yeah. We're trying to use different artists for every issue. So yeah.
Okay.
Ink Spots did no, this is a great artist out of Portugal here. Ink Spots did the cover for Atlantean 2. That'll be offered in March. Starting March 3rd over at fundmycomic.com. It's a great story that incorporates another great story by Mr. Charles Santino, who's right below me here. We'll get to him in a second. But first, Glenn is here in the house. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming, and I'm the creator of this book, this character, Hatch. And this book will be coming out soon, which will be about time because it's a year or so old now. So you'll be able to pick up that soon. I'm also a writer, and I've got over 1 million words in print. That's not bad, is it? I've got 12 books on Amazon, but relevant to this show is my book about meeting Jack Kirby at his home in California. It's got lots of photographs of me and Jack in it. And some other news. I'm going to
And a
collate.
DVD.
I'm going to put this into bigger volumes. This Comics Unlimited, probably volumes of 200 or 300 pages. So I'll keep you informed on that. But it's a book. It's my magazine about comics. I don't know whether we're going to produce any more now. We've done 15, but I'm going to put them all together and probably put them on Fun My Comics so people can get them. I think I might even put it out as a PDF so people can grab a PDF if they want, you know. But yeah, just that's me.
Crikey.
Yeah, crikey. Also joining us this morning, Rex, Devil Flyer. Introduce yourself, please.
That was crikey, not cranky.
No.
I'm Devil Flyer. I do a daily show, 4 o'clock shadow. Got Devil Flyer up on Fun My Comic writer, artist. Got my ash can, Devil Flyer ash can over on Indiegogo, available now. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles, please introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, Charles Santino, writer, editor, packager, art director.
Woo-hoo.
And my baby right now is Rammer, the master thief in a future police state. He's behind me. That's the first issue. Second issue, right here. That's available. You want to go to Amazon and anywhere that fine prestige format books are sold. Third issue is in the works.
All right. Thanks.
Now, is that standard size, Charles? That always looks.
No, yeah, you've asked that before. It's
I
know it looks. I know it looks gigantic when I hold it up, but it's actually the same width as a regular comic, a little bit shorter because that's Marcosi's weird format, and it's square bound.
There we are.
But it'll fit in any bag.
Yeah. What about the height? What about the height on that? About the same?
It's just a tiny bit shorter than
comic?
a regular comic for some reason. I think it
bit
has
shorter.
to do with the print on demand.
Okay. I don't know why.
The availability of
looks like it's a little larger format.
No, it isn't. No.
Mhm.
It would cost a hell of a lot more if it was.
There you go.
Count those beans.
The book we're looking at today is a little bigger.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that a hardback or a paper?
it's a paperback. Agonizing Love.
Agonizing Love. Sounds like my
Golden.
2 ex-wives.
Yeah. Golden era of romance comics. Checking the chat. Sarah says, Glenn.
Sarah.
Mama is nearby, kiddo. Okay. Devil's Flyer says, hey, Sarah, and good morning.
I just figured out why I keep getting kicked out. I've got a VPN, so I just turned it off.
Okay. I hate it when that happens. You need to treat those.
Well, I'm using the cheap free version.
Okay. A little bit of ointment probably goes a long way.
Yes.
Is this covering the timely stuff? Is this covering timely stuff? Atlas?
No, that
stuff?
that would be under copyright. So I don't know if they did that. There's so much public domain stuff.
Yeah. Harper Design. Michael Barson is the author on this. I imagine this is all of the all those romance stories that are in public domain that what's his face Lichtenstein went through and lifted and put on large display and made millions of dollars off.
Yeah.
Of. That in the military comics.
That's what we call a lip lock.
Yes.
There's snogging.
Snogging. Stories of romance.
Now, it'll be interesting to see if they have any photo covers, because there was celebrity photo covers and unknown models and stuff like that. Early cosplay, I guess. Boy Loves Girl. What a title.
Yeah,
Now we have to give credit to Kirby and Joe Simon for inventing romance comics, don't we?
I would say so. Yeah. Where was that?
Young
To
Love
Standard
#1 for
Standard
DC.
Publications, wasn't it? Have I been wrong?
I thought it was through National. I thought it was through
Oh,
DC.
okay.
Young Love.
I don't know. There's Gay Love here.
Am I
Showing
correct
off
on
the
that,
other-
guys?
I'm not positive
We'll have
on
to
that.
Google
Who
it.
published his first romance material?
I
You're
think it
rarely
was.
positive.
I think
So
it was
what?
Simon. I think it was Simon and Kirby.
That was Simon and Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon and Kirby, but who published it?
Oh, you mean
Young
what
Love
publisher?
was a DC
Yeah.
title. DC title, I believe.
Later,
National?
yeah. Well, let's look
Later.
that up.
Okay, so maybe they did pick up the title like GI Combat or
Could that-
some other, you know.
Would that be a title they
But it
picked
was
up for
Young
quality?
I thought it was DC. I know they reprinted it in the Millennial Collection in 2000.
Well, I could have been quality then.
Let's see. Young Romance was 1947, and let's see who the publisher was.
Could have been quality. They could have picked that title up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good question. Let's go to the
Inquiring
database.
minds wanna-
Charles
Crestwood.
is always great for looking for the database.
Crestwood.
Crestwood, yeah.
So the Crestwood Publications imprint Prize Comics.
Okay.
And that was 1947. I knew it was a publisher that's long gone.
Yeah. Really, they sprung out of the romance pulp, sprung out of the pulp magazine era.
Yeah, well,
what
Kirby
they
and
formed here.
Simon took a look at that and said, you know, why can't there be a comic?
Yeah.
And it says here that Kirby drew this is
Uh,
Jack Kirby
Gay
Museum
Love
and
there.
Research Center.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
title.
Mhm.
Kirby drew 1,679 romance pages.
679.
Wow.
No, 1,679.
Oh, 1,679. Wow.
Yeah, and that was in March. And then in April,
That
There
was
you go.
before lunch. Yeah.
You
There's a
jest, of
copy of-
course.
Cover of Young Romance. Teen, My Date. Doctor's Honeymoon.
That's
It's
one
just
word
love
that
it,
hasn't aged well. Gay love, you know.
Yes.
That's 2 words.
That's taken on
I mean, the
different
meaning has
meanings over the
actually
years.
changed.
Yeah. The word gay has shifted like
Mhm.
many other
Yeah.
words. Yeah. But what I'd like our readers to remember above all is that no problem is too small or too big for my immediate concern. Any problem of any girl is a matter of intense interest to me. Write to me. Write me your problems. And from the years of experience that are mine, I may find some way, somehow, to help you.
Written by a man.
Maybe.
Your lifetime
I think
of
that,
experience.
I think one of the reasons may be, and this is just my thought, that Kirby and Simon came, especially Kirby came up with this romance line, was because it was right after the Second World War. And I think Jack had seen enough fighting and death.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Moved into this area because I think it was about 10 years before he did a war comic. It was mid-50s when he did a war comic.
Yeah.
At that point, Roz told me that Jack used to have nightmares all the time when he got back.
I bet he did.
So, yeah, I bet he did. But a lot of people did.
Wow.
Probably still, well, maybe not now, but did for a long time. But I
You
just wonder if
probably
that was one of his motivations to go into the other side of the spectrum, so to speak.
Yeah. I'd be worried if they didn't, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that was going on. Sarah says, with Valentine's coming up at some time as a big comic related movie coming out, I'm going to hide at work or lock the doors. Holy, it's going to be insanity. Okay. Oh, and at the same time, yeah, the Captain America's coming out, isn't it?
I don't know.
Working at an AMC G bus. Yep. but you get to see some great films.
Look at, just before you turn, look at that page there when it tells you what's on the racks between 1949 and 54. You've got Love Adventures, Love and Marriage, Love at First Sight, Love Classics, Love Confessions, Love Diary, Love Experiences. It just goes on and on and on and on. There's lots of stuff. It was like, do you remember when Superman came out? Didn't they all sort of jump on that and then put 15 different kinds of Superman out? And then
Yeah.
they see what, like, Goodman was good at spotting the trend, wasn't he? And publishing 5 titles similar for one issue, you know.
My favorite, one of my favorite romance titles is Personal Romance, as opposed to Impersonal Romance.
Yes.
Oh, there's
John Romita cover.
Yes. Now, is that the number 5? That's the one with the Steranko story.
Yeah.
Wow. So when's
the
that
Steranko romance story is a classic. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Right. I've not seen that.
And that comic is an expensive comic because of that story.
That's Peter Parker and MJ, isn't it?
Define expensive.
Does kind of look like it.
$50 in fine.
Okay.
I may be talking
too
trash.
bad.
I'll look it up.
Look for the lover's seal.
Maybe talking trash.
Let's see. Well, let's go to the web. Our love story number 5. Sorry, number 5. Here's one for $60. Here's one graded, slabbed 9.2 for 400. Here's one for fine, $75. Apparently, I knew what I was talking about. Let's see. A reprint of it is $50 in my love number 27. Here's one for $75. But let's go to the solds, because that's really what counts. Not what people are asking. Okay. Here's one that went for $65.
Right.
Looks like maybe a fine. Another one was $75. Best offer accepted. We don't know what it was. Here's one that's not too bad.
Romance
went for 26. Yeah, went for 20. Yeah. Okay. So if you put a search in and you are very patient, you might get one for under $30.
Wow.
For a early 70s Marvel romance.
I know some of those pre-code romance books are pretty high.
What year is that? Our love is
in the Gothic
69
romance.
or 70?
Say what?
What year is that? Our love story, is that 69 or 70? Does it say?
June 70.
Yeah, because the 15 cents started, I think, in 69.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those Gothic romance that DC put out were kind of low distribution for some reason. They're worth something.
The one with Toth is very, very expensive.
We looked at that a couple weeks back.
Yeah. Beautiful piece of work.
Yeah, just fantastic.
A friend of mine had a couple of production pieces from the Adler collection, and he sold 2 romance covers to a guy for like $700 or $800, and that was maybe a decade ago.
Yeah.
There are some romance collectors out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there are. There's a little bit of Vinny inking right there. You can tell.
That's yeah.
Might have drawn
that
too.
inking.
Yeah. You might have drawn that too.
I think that's him. All pencils and inks. Yeah.
With open arms. Bliss.
Some of the Coletta stuff is expensive.
You're talking the actual book and not artwork.
Yeah, the books, the romance that Coletta did. Yeah.
And Matt Baker, of course. A
lot of that's pre-code, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Young brides.
These books have boomer written all over it. So after the war's over, we got to busy making babies.
Manic marriage. He taught me housekeeping. When I divorced, I keep the house. Zsa Zsa Gabor.
They hit all demographics, didn't they? Teenage brides.
Yeah. True tales of love. Love romance.
Sarah asked, is this looking like World War II era?
Just after. Yeah, World War II was mostly
50s,
anti-Nazi
40s,
propaganda in comics. A lot of fighting for the Allies and fighting against the Axis kind of thing. But after the war, superheroes really tempered out real fast, and they were looking for anything to replace them. It's parents of baby boomers.
Now, these are Charlton, right?
just
These
answered my
are
question.
Charlton titles, aren't they? Right there.
Wow, they
No,
sure
that's
look like
Atlas. That looks like Atlas.
it. Is it?
Is it Atlas?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it is. Yep. That's postcode there too. They got big stamps on them.
Early 50s, yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny's
Early
got
mid-50s.
what I
It's
call
got a
an
code on there.
advertising.
What are you saying? It's pre-code.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Glenn.
Sorry,
You were
carry
saying
on. Don't matter, carry on.
who? What?
Carry on. Just carry on. It's okay.
This is probably pre-code. These two are after code. You got the stamp on them. That's definitely Vinny, though.
Yeah.
That might be what he looks like, for all I know.
Vinny, no, Vinny don't look like that. His dad might have done, but
He
it wasn't.
doesn't look like that, no. Back then, he probably looked like the blonde guy.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. How did he propose? Be popular with the opposite. Probably can't even say that on
Right.
YouTube.
If you can figure out what the opposite sex is.
Yeah.
See, isn't it sad but amazing the way that words get hijacked, like good grooming.
Mhm.
That's not a good one today, is it?
No,
Yeah.
So we've got
No.
gay love that's
Yeah.
turned into something else, and we've got good grooming. I mean, what's going on? You could say these comics are literally ahead of the time. What does that say? Unslovenly speech. What does that mean? Unslovenly. What does that mean?
Slovenly.
Unslovenly or slovenly?
Unslovenly, it says. on
Well,
the
that
bottom
means
left.
that you're slovenly would mean that you're speaking in
Yeah.
vulgarity. So
Yes, and-
unslovenly would mean proper. I guess proper doesn't take up enough space, so they had to say unslovenly.
Yeah, my grandpa was in the Navy. Looks like much like pics of the time. Yeah.
In the Navy, the village people.
Yeah. I won't say it.
Who, according to one of the founders, is not. None of the songs are about gay culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun at the Y.
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Do we not have a list of the
We have
artists?
a
on this?
question in it.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, we got a question.
All right, give me just a moment. Yeah, it doesn't say. This is what year is this from?
Late 40s.
Late 40s?
Yeah, I think so.
The book itself is a relatively new release. Cost me $30. It was done in 2011. Done in 2011. And nope, I must have bought that fresh. Doesn't have an Ollie sticker on it. Sarah says, "Good Lord, you need a dictionary to read the thing." Yeah, some of that vocabulary got a little high. But again, during this period, comics were literally growing up. So was the vocabulary.
Yeah,
A
well,
lot of
people
these
could,
books weren't meant for kids.
yeah, people could actually read back then too.
That too. Yeah.
And look at the drawings, look to see what was going on.
Yep.
Nice thick white paper on there.
Says late 40s and 50s were a time for love, giving us the baby boom. That's what I said. Yeah.
Are you ready for marriage? A game of make believe. Probably more ways than one from back then. Do you know how to make a sandwich? Oh boy. Keep in mind, they also have the sensibilities of the day. So, yeah.
Do you know how to make what?
Huh? Do you know how
What
to make
did
a
it say?
sandwich? Yeah.
A sandwich?
No, that's not what it says. That's not what it says.
What?
Wonder how many printings there are by now. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's late
Chocolate
40s and the
sandwich?
50s were a time for love, giving us the baby boom. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I like the way
They're talking about marriage here. So the first thing they show is, her bringing in dinner.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah. You were saying, Glenn?
You bring home the bacon, I'll fry it.
Fry it in a pan.
Sorry, Glenn. Go ahead.
it's right. I like the way it says boy meets girl, then they're all 25.
Yeah. Well, they're girls until they get married. Well, if they're not married by 25, they're an old maid.
Okay.
Spinster. Yeah.
And they only look 25 here because it's an older drawing. They're actually teenagers.
Yeah, got you. Fashions of the time.
Yeah.
I was 55 when I got married. What does that make me?
We won't go there.
Well traveled, I would imagine.
Well traveled.
Well, if you don't know what you want at 55, you're never going to know.
You're doomed to repeat it.
Sarah says, yeah, it's crazy that the baby boomers are all being advertised for Medicare. What? That makes my generation, what I remember of my parents, so wrong. Yeah. Going steady. Interesting.
I got married at 55 because there was only one girl I wanted to marry. And I couldn't marry her until I was 55.
There you go.
You may think I'm joking, but I'm not.
I totally believe you.
That looks like Ned Leeds and Betty Thomas or whatever she's called in Spider-Man, doesn't it? What's she called? Betty. She's called Betty Thomas.
Betty Brant?
Betty Brant, that's it. Betty
Yeah.
Brant and Ned Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he cop it one day, Ned Leeds?
Yeah, he was a dick.
He got shot, didn't he?
They all get
Yeah,
shot.
I think I had stopped reading at that point before that happened.
She's real happy to be going steady now. He got on the ring.
Yep.
The big shiny one, too. Look at that. All happy now.
Do you know what I'm always impressed with? Have you noticed how girls always know whether that ring's worth anything?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
What is it that they know?
They
They
have
tell
a jeweler's eye.
They tell the boyfriend they're going to go look at it in the light, and they take it
Yeah.
over to the window and they scratch the window to see if it's real.
Yeah. Well, now they can hold it up to their phone.
And man for your birthday.
So OMG, Glenn, hubby award to Helen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Says a 25-year-old spinster is a sad creature.
Hash house queen. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
When men were my guinea pigs.
Is a man for your birthday?
Oh, that's relevant, isn't it? I hated being a woman. Suddenly, I was married. Oh, no, I won't go there.
I loved a weakling. Yeah. I was
Love of a
engaged to a puppet.
lunatic. I spelled this is the wrong way. $. Brilliant. The bride wore buckskin. Oof.
When she wasn't wearing a nurse's outfit or a French maid's outfit.
Cowtown Casanova.
Oh, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom line. Communist kisses. Oh, we're getting there. Where's Senator McCarthy when you need him?
Gives a whole new meaning.
Holding up a list of 300 communists in the government.
Yeah.
It was a bit of exaggeration. There were only 280.
Yeah. And Charlie Chaplin was one, wasn't he?
After seeing what happens with the people who mine the diamonds, I'll do without a diamond. Thank you very much. And Bedick says ditto on blood diamond, Sarah. Yeah. Says, and if they have to see if it scratches a window to make sure it's real, that's a lot of money to just tell people it's real. They can't tell the difference.
But if they ever find out,
tell people it's real. Yeah. If they ever find out. Young romance. More of any inking. Yeah. You can always tell by the scratchy look to it.
Yeah. They've all got fine heads of hair, these fellas, haven't they?
Yeah. Love, vampire, jealousy, and betrayal.
Boy loves girl.
There's a life secret right there. Just get her a bracelet. Get her a necklace. Boy loves girl. First romance. Bride romances the flame of jealousy. We're through, Jack. You've made me a laughing stock, gushing over Irene all evening and ignoring me. Yeah. No marriage.
Well, get used to it, honey.
I saved him for another woman. Says, I'll wait for you always. Yeah, I saved him for another woman.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath.
If you want to sacrifice the admiration of many men for the criticism of one, go ahead, get married. Katharine Hepburn.
What's that one in the upper left-hand corner? Did we discuss that one yet?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's she saying?
Oh, you're gonna make me switch glasses. That's terrible.
Yeah, this is a good one. Another very expensive comic.
And just what must I do to get those?
Yeah. Well, here's a list.
Well, are you in New Orleans or not?
This is a list alphabetized.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is that one at the bottom? Is she looking for him in the canoe? And he's under the water. He's Prince Namor. He's Prince Namor snogging Sue Richards under the water, and she's just arrived in a canoe.
He's giving her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation under the water, saving her life.
Johnny, he said, "Oh, I gotta look at this closer now."
This is when artists actually knew how to draw the human form.
It says,
Draw the
Johnny,
human.
where are oh dear. I hope he isn't lost.
He's lost in love
He's lost, all right.
with the river nymph.
He's about to have an oar to the back of the head, I would imagine.
No, he's already with it or under the water.
Ooh.
Boom.
Do better.
That Communist Kisses sounds like another real show from the period. I was a communist for the FBI. Yeah. I mean, for me, having a real versus a fake diamond save the money to get more goodies and get me a ring that no one else knows the difference. The obsession with diamonds blows my mind. Yeah. Guess I'm weird that way, but dang, pawn shops only buy the gold and not the diamond, yet want the full set nonetheless. Ridiculous. Diamonds are fascinating stones, but the diamond market is a racket. Amen. Double Flyer says. Art, stop. What are you doing here? So this is what you've been doing behind my back, stealing my girl? I'll teach you. What the? Wait a minute. I can explain. Wait a minute, Art. I can explain. Poor Art going off the handle.
I can never work out that kind of mentality, where he's punching the guy. And I'm not saying he should punch the girl, but surely the girl is as much to blame as the guy for running off with him.
Oh, not back during the 40s and 50s.
Well, well, there's a lot of blame to go around.
Yeah. First love.
It would look there. It was partially my fault that we got divorced. Right? It was partially my fault. It was partially my fault. Woody Allen.
First love beach room. Yeah. It's partially my fault. But
Yeah, I tend to place my wife under a pedestal.
I need to place my wife under a pedestal.
Simon and Kirby.
Is this within my hate heart or with hate in my heart?
I
Probably
think
with
it's
hate in
with
my heart.
hate in my heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Kirby? That does look like him, doesn't it?
It is, yeah.
Everybody wants my girl.
It's just like Ros when she was 20.
Yeah.
That's Kirby in the bottom right looking at his girl, and that's Ros.
She was as beautiful as an angel, but I had a devil of a time fighting all the wolves who wanted her. Everybody wants my girl.
Well, there is a song about how you should marry an ugly girl.
Yep.
Remember that song?
If you want to be happy the rest of your life,
Yeah.
never make a pretty girl your wife.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And a bit of advice I've always told any woman who would listen is never marry a man who's prettier than you. Never works out.
With hate in my heart.
Look at those fingers on that book. That's terrible, aren't they?
Yeah, they
Awful.
don't really look like fingers at all, do they?
Tentacles. It's a small book, too. Incredibly large hands. We all know what that means. Large gloves.
That they have large feet too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Large gloves. Yeah. Sarah says, yes, and my conscience can't take one after what it takes to get them. Lives lost and next to no pay to get one. No thanks. She must be talking about diamonds. Still.
Yeah.
Poor Bob. He and Art's girl were just talking about what to get him for his birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah's got a smile. Benjamin Franklin wrote in praise of older women. Well, that Benjamin Franklin, he was a player.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Milfs and
OMG.
Gilfs.
Yeah. I've been in relationships who spent more time in the bathroom getting ready than me. Manscaping. Okay.
All right. I'm not sure if that's too much or not enough information.
Is that guy there kissing the girl under the moon JFK?
It looks like
Could
him.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russ, we're not getting a picture. I'm not sure if you can hear me or if the your mic is on. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Russ Leach in the house.
Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Circumstances beyond my knowledge. Sorry.
Yeah, circumstances beyond your timekeeping, you mean?
Just
Anyway.
shit happens.
Exactly. Welcome aboard. Anyway, glad you're here. We're looking at romance comics. Sarah's talking about diamonds in the chat. Diamonds and Ben Franklin.
I have hearts in my eyes now.
That's a great song.
Diamonds and Ben Franklin. Yeah.
No,
I could
hearts
go
in-
into
She
detail and
has,
find
she
out.
has hearts in her eyes.
Oh, hearts in her eyes.
That's a great song. Look it up.
Sarah says kidding. LOL.
It looks, Randy, like these pages are not glossy. Is that correct?
The printing on them,
Yeah.
the paper itself is really nice. It's very thick, white paper, and you can tell they shot directly off of the comics.
Yeah. Which
Kind
is
of been
the only
sitting
way to
around.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. To get that crusty newsprint feel to
Yep.
it still. Yeah.
You could make believe you're reading the comic.
Yeah. True.
Plus, all the negatives and plates have been destroyed anyway.
Yeah.
Long gone. Yep.
Yeah, but a lot of times what they do is they theaxonize. Remember that term?
Yeah.
They theaxonize the an actual page. They suck out the color
Yeah.
and then they recolor it, and it never looks right.
And mess it up. Yeah.
I like this approach. This is,
Yeah.
I think this is giving it the same kind of reverence that you see art books where they're putting in the black and white ink work.
Mhm.
And you can see that the page that it's been inked onto has kind of got yellow over time and it's got some coffee stains on it and some notes. I like this. It feels like somebody's being reverent towards the actual comic itself. I really like that.
Yeah.
There's some lovely bold lines in this.
Mm-hmm. A lot of different artists. Yeah. This is how your book should end. Oh, Clark.
Clark.
I love how they can talk with their lips locked.
It's amazing.
Yes. It's like, don't talk with a mouthful, Nancy.
Right, let me up for air.
Says modern computer assisted comic reprints so often look horrendous. Yeah.
Yeah, only about 99% of the time.
Yeah, and don't if you ever buy an archive, especially at a show, make sure you look inside of it first, because holy crap, some of those were really poorly done. I was so happy to get an archive collection of leading comics with the first set of 7 Soldiers of Victory stories in it. And I go to open up, and every story, all the artwork looked like it was traced by a junior high school student.
Oh,
It's
See,
terrible.
If they'd have had the plates and whatnot, you wouldn't notice the black plate slipping on that page, which gives it some charm, doesn't it?
exactly.
Anybody remember off-register comics? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
in the main
Of course.
stuff in the 80s,
That was part of the charm of the entire Charlton line there for a while.
Yeah, I think that was an actual name of a comic.
That was always, for me, that was always part of the fun. You'd find those in barber shops and convenience stores and stuff. Anyway, they were always a little beat up to start with, but they weren't printed at all the best way possible. Oh wait, it's got their charm. I craved his kisses. Story of a girl who wouldn't lose faith in love.
That's a small horse there. He's in a trench and he's still taller than the horse.
Yeah. He's standing in a hole.
That's what I said.
You could tell. Yeah.
That's a real Betty Boop haircut she's got, isn't it? Is it Betty Boop? Betty. Not Betty.
Betty Grable.
No, the other one.
Betty
Page.
Davis.
Betty Page. Yeah.
Betty Page.
Yeah.
Betty Spencer.
Betty Spencer. Double Flyer included address here. Wants you to sub to his channel. Sub to his Rumble channel. Have you guys ever seen a treasury called Batman the War Years? It's Batman fighting Nazi spies.
Woohoo!
I got some old 40s DC reprint books that are during that period that Roy Thomas did an intro for that are really fun. We'll look through those eventually. Lots of great stuff.
What's she saying there, upper left?
Is that Neil? Don't leave me. I didn't mean what I said, my darling. I love you. Well, I'll always love you. Oh, Neil, I'll always love you.
Is this Bill Everett? It sure looks like it.
Yeah, that guy at the bottom there with
Sure
the
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not surprised if it would be. Yeah.
Let's mention for our listeners that Bill Everett created the Submariner, and it's one of the all-time greats.
Yep.
Did a lot of romance comics.
Yeah, there's no credits to anybody here in this book.
Yeah.
It's just dig these old romance comics.
Is that signature under her shoe on the first panel?
Looks no.
No, that's a production number.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about that off the comic book page lower right? What does that say? Under your hand there. Nope, all the way down. Yeah.
Art by Bill Everett. Yeah.
Yeah. Art by Bill Everett.
Yeah, art by Bill Everett.
Yeah, Everett's pretty. Everett's pretty distinctive.
Yep.
Charles Fago did the writing.
Yeah.
I just gotta switch glasses here.
He did a ton of writing, that's for sure.
Silly little fool. Bill Everett's great, isn't he?
Number it's number 36, April 1950.
Wow.
Everett got better and better. If you look at the Submariner stuff and the other horror stuff he did just a few years after this, I think that was Everett at the peak of his powers.
Yeah, I enjoyed his inks on Thor just before he died. I think they were
stunning,
great.
absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Yep.
Did he do Captain America as well?
Some inks. He also inked Barry Smith on Kazar. That was beautiful. And Gene Colan on Black Widow, the famous shower sequence.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
I love his stuff on Daredevil #1.
His Submariner work to me, it was just amazing. I looked that over for hours when I was a kid. He had a run on Submariner that he did all of the art, pencils, and inks for. That was just amazing.
Now you're talking
Very
50s or
stylized.
50s or 70s?
70s.
Yeah, the 50s stuff is amazing too.
Yeah.
I have a coverless copy of one of the 50s Submariners that I cherish because his artwork was just stunning.
Just crazy good.
Oh God, sorry, I'm just I wasn't familiar with Bill Everett's work on Thor.
It was
He-
just
he-
he inked a couple of issues, I think.
Yeah, he inked Kirby.
It's
Just
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
before
very late in the run of Kirby on Thor.
It was just before Kirby left because
Yes.
Kirby asked for Coletta to be taken off.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
I can't think why. And
I'm just looking at some images here. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Of
I mean, it's
Everett
just
on
so
Thor.
slick. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
so slick. It's
Yeah. It really captured Kirby, but
yeah,
it definitely also tweaked it just a bit, so it's not Kirby inks, and it's nobody else, and it's masterful.
Oh, it is. It's just
I
beautiful.
think if you can find it, Russ, if you find, I don't know what issue it was, but the Thor, if what number of the issue was of Thor, he fought the Wrecker and Bill Everett inked that cover, and it's one of the best covers ever.
Right.
I think the Wrecker's got his crowbar against Thor's throat, I think.
I think it's
Hold on, I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
171.
God, look at you, 171. I just got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's great, isn't it?
Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely outstanding.
Yep. And I love the color. I love the color. I love the fact that the city in the back is just black and white.
Yeah.
With the blue water.
Issue 149, where it's like it's panels on the front cover.
Yeah.
When Falls a Hero.
Yeah, that's not
wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
On that
179,
149.
Oh, 149. Is that Everett inks?
I don't know.
I don't think that's Everett inks.
It's not Everett.
That's Vince.
The panels are taken from the interior. There was no cover.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and there's one. Yeah. Look at 170. 174.
Yeah, that's Vince.
Yeah, 174, I believe, is Everett. It's Everett. The cover of Thor 174.
Right, okay.
Crypto Man.
174.
Yeah, that is Everett as well.
My copy of the 171 with the record cover has got 3 covers on it. Been stapled with 3 covers.
3?
Yeah.
2 is rare.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I had
stuff.
one that had 4 at one time.
Wow.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is sweet. I'm looking at 174. I can throw that up
it's
here.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. It's amazing. Let me show folks what we're looking at here.
Yeah, Everett was not on the book for very long, but
I think he only did 2.
Certainly made his mark.
Well, Jack was pulling back because the stories about gangsters, aren't they?
Now the one with the Ulick and the
look at that.
The Circus of Evil or whatever it's called. Did he do that one? I think he did that one too.
What number?
That one. Let me look that one up. Hold on. I got the cover gallery. Oh yeah,
here.
172 looks like him. 172 and 173 is Ulick and the Circus of Evil. Yeah, 172 and 173. I'm going to look both of those up, but no, that cover on 173 is definitely Romita, but let's see who did the inside.
I think Neil Adams inked a cover.
Yeah, Bill Everett inked 173, but he did not ink the cover. And let's look at 172.
172 looks really good. I can't think
that's definitely an Everett cover.
Vinny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely 172. Yeah. Okay, so that's an Everett cover, and Everett did the inside. So it looks like maybe he did a total of 4 issues. They're all stunning, and they're not. They are not particularly expensive.
I wasn't overly impressed with Vince Coletta's inks on his Thor run. I mean,
I think he got noticeably
better.
I think he got noticeably better after issue, let's call it 145. And I think it's because he was just letting assistants do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he used to do the main characters, didn't he? And the assistants used to.
I'm not even sure he was doing the main characters after issue 145 because the inking got really tight and slick.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been
That's
the
a great
opposite
cover.
then. He might have turned it over to some assistants there at the end who actually knew what they were doing.
That's what I'm thinking. That after 145, he just turned it over to his assistants, and well, I started buying the book with 145 because all of a sudden it looked great.
Yeah.
But it still said Vinny.
Yeah, I started buying just a few issues after that, I think, or yeah.
I have to go back through my essentials and dig that up. So.
It's just Vinny's inks look so pale and thin up against the power of Jack Kirby's line.
The last thing Kirby's artwork needs is a crow quill taken to it, in my opinion. Crow quill pen. And that's what Vinny's main pen of choice, I think. So he could scratch through it like nobody's business. We're at Devil Flyer. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bill said Gene Colan is S tier for me. Not sure what that means.
I'm not either.
S
Yeah,
tier.
I have no clues what that means.
Yeah. Hello, Rex. Aisha's in the house. Hello. Says, is this your comic? No.
Yeah.
Those flyers.
No.
No.
Yeah, in no universe.
We're looking at romance comics from the 40s and 50s here.
Is just before you
Just
turn
a little ahead of Rex's time here. Yeah.
Is that Mr. Roberts a guy who escaped from a bunker in 1945 in
Looks like it.
disguise?
Yeah.
Hello, my darling. My name is Walter Hitler. Sorry, Hitler.
He must have an enormous Schwanstucker.
Is it? This is a change of pace on the right hand side there.
All right, who's the
Same.
artist?
How dare you?
Thank you. My day is complete.
You're welcome.
Same thick lines, but that's different penciling.
Whole different artist here. Say March.
Peter Costanza.
Is that who that is?
I'm just guessing.
It'd look nice without the colour.
Hmm.
It says in the lower right, doesn't it?
No, all it says is oh man. I hate this.
Well, I'll figure it out.
Hey, there's an ideal, Glenn.
I got to get my magnifying glass.
Flame of Jealousy. That should be easy enough to look up.
That says Bride's Romances from March of 1954.
Wow.
Bride's Romances.
I'll figure that out.
I agree with Glenn. I think these should be reprinted in black and white so you can see the line work.
Yeah.
It's
That would
lovely.
be cool.
Nice folds on those ladies' dresses and things.
Mm-hmm.
Flame of Jealousy. Here we go.
And look at that mink coat. Oh yeah,
The Grand Database does not know. Yeah, the Grand Database has no clue as to who did that. In fact, the Grand Database has no credits for anything in this issue of Bride's Romances #4.
It's nice work, whoever did it.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So we don't know who wrote it, who drew it.
Nothing. All we know is the title and who published it and what year and month and the price on the cover. That's it. That's rare for the
Yeah.
The database. Usually the database has somebody at least taking a guess,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but not this time.
That on the left-hand page in the middle section, first panel, that guy looks like he might have Daredevil. Matt Murdock's
Oh, Matt Murdock.
Foggy.
not yeah, Foggy Nelson.
Yeah.
Foggy.
I love when Foggy dressed up as Daredevil.
Yeah, I'm going to say, didn't
Try
he?
to try to convince Karen Page he was Daredevil.
And he was slightly podgy.
Just
He was,
a bit.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember him in the.
That'll
I remember the
never
suit.
fly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Didn't
That
he
had
turn
to
out?
be a
Slightly pudgy.
that had to be a Stan idea.
It was after Thanksgiving. Come on.
Yeah. Too much turkey.
Slightly pudgy.
Oh my. Why love comics feed our inner narcissist. A lot of my's. Yep. My confessions, my desire, my diary, my experience, my great love, my intimate affair, my life, my love affair, my love life, my love memory, my yeah. That's what they're saying here. My oh my.
My
Look at all these
generation.
titles. My
Things would
private
change
life.
things would change a bit with R. Crumb and the Undergrounds.
Yeah. Oops.
There was a little less romance and a little
You
more
just had to go there, didn't you?
yeah, a little more of the in out.
Oh, wow. How dare you?
Well, we do have a mature rating on this show, don't we?
How dare you?
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Bugger all.
Anyway.
Yeah, well that second one certainly was the cure for the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a great line there in that text. It says, another minor oddity is that many of these were published by the Fox Publishing Company, one of the cheesiest of the day's comic book houses. Brilliant. He's going for it, this guy, isn't he?
I'm not seeing very much smoking and drinking.
Well, there's still
Right, well, he is there.
all ages comics nonetheless. There's a little bit of crying.
Got TV.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Cutting edge. It's still black and white though. Shades of gray. It was too late for love. Time for despair. Lover's Lane. Girls' romances. Love problems.
That Lover's Lane guy looks like a young him who was in the A-Team, the boss in the A-Team. What's
Yeah.
he called?
George Peppard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from 1951 in his first film type of thing.
I'm a
Do
very
you
committed
think that,
wife, and I should
this
be
was
committed,
primarily this was for girls, right? They were
Oh, yeah.
they were trying to get the girl market here.
Yep. Absolutely. The quote there says, I'm a very committed wife, and I should be committed too for being married so many times. Elizabeth Taylor.
And that's quite a good
That's
quote.
a
If
Vince
that's what,
Coletta.
if that's
You know what
they're-
Lenny Bruce said about
Oh, man.
Elizabeth Taylor?
Huh.
You know what Lenny Bruce said about Elizabeth Taylor?
No.
I can't see the mustache, but I know it's there.
You were saying, Glenn?
I've forgotten.
Oh, that's funny. Oh dear.
I cannot not think about that when I hear her name.
My own romance.
As opposed to someone else's romance.
Exactly. Don't dare miss. Will I be a
True love
spinster?
problems. Is that a Harvey?
You know, I was just about to say there's no question mark in
Could
will
be.
I be a spinster, but it's in a question mark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that looks like a Harvey book.
That's
Rex.
very
Love problems.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
that I mean that My Romance is Vince Coletta. It looks like a Thor book with that question
oh, yeah.
mark and the word
Yeah.
balloons and stuff. Some
Yeah,
The
it
wedding of Jane Foster.
Yep.
I've got a few romance. It's amazing from Walt Simonson to I mean they all did romance at one time. And one that I actually looked for recently was in the last couple of years was the Patsy Walker, where she loses her husband in Vietnam, because that's referenced in a 1999 Avengers annual, and Patsy Walker is Hellcat.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry,
she started out in romance.
It's all right. It's just.
Little Dr. Killdeer there. Lover's Lane. Little Dr. Killdeer. Love.
Yeah.
So what
Killdeer
I'm
was hot
reminded,
at that
Doctors in Love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doctors in Love.
I love the coloring on that.
Not free to marry. Back here. Kind of like a pulp painting. Pulp cover painting. Yeah. Not free to marry.
An Ajax romance there.
Yeah.
Ajax Publishing.
That's a young romance is Simon and Kirby, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kirby.
True love stories. Intimate love stories of true.
You
romance.
never see women larger than the men, taller than the men.
Only Big Barda.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazon Love.
A TV host asks my wife, "Have you ever considered divorce?" She replied, "Divorce never, murder often." Charlton Heston in a 1999 newspaper interview. Yeah.
I worked for a guy who was unhappily married who said, if I had killed her 25 years ago, I'd be out of jail by now.
Wow. And I still know the mustache is there.
The Trail of the Purple Sage. Can happiness ever result from a loveless marriage? The story of a girl who made a mistake.
Look at that there, Oscar Wilde. How
Yeah,
can a
it's a-
woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being?
Is there enough copy? Is there enough copy on that page?
Yeah, like he'd know. Yeah, it's
kind of, yeah.
But it's like you said, people used to read them.
Yeah.
You know?
They didn't have a
for the
choice
day.
with that comic.
Nope.
Well, I think reading's probably one of the top 3 things I ever learned to do.
Let's look up does it give art credit for the Trail of the Purple Sage?
Yeah, Russ Heath.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to
That's
say
it.
that art looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's early.
Early. Rex, there's your tall woman. She's 68 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 68 feet tall, never satisfied.
Yeah, you can get right under that skirt. Look at that.
Limbo.
Reminds me of a comic strip by Vaughn Baudet that has a couple of lizards climbing down a mountain that's actually a woman. They have a rope tied around her areola as they're climbing down. And that one lizard looks down and looks at the other lizard and goes, I think we're going to need a machete for the next part.
And Randy, thank you for working in the word areola into our podcast this morning.
Yeah. 2 points for me.
I just thought it was funny. Badeo, whatever you said.
Baudet, Vaughn Baudet.
Vaughn
You've never
Baudet,
seen any
yeah.
of his Chief's Wizard work?
Yeah.
Oh, it's classic. Classic underground material. You'd recognize his stuff. Any large city, any railroad train in any large city has lettering that's all inspired by Vaughn Baudet's work.
I saw one of his cartoon concerts when I was at college, my first year.
Lucky. Yeah.
I got him to draw me a Nazi lizard. I wish I still had that drawing.
I got a picture of one of my characters from Tales from the Anniversary by his son, Mark. And his son is just as good as his dad. His son's more interested in painting murals. He does these really huge murals along, like warehouse walls. Just phenomenal work. He did one, I think it was in New Zealand, of Mobius's Starcatcher, which is a real famous Mobius illustration of the science fiction girl sitting on a bench with a little floating pyramid floating above her lap. You'd know it if you saw it, but it was exact. He did a phenomenal job of it. Just a beautiful piece of work on the side of a huge building. Anyway, didn't mean to kill the conversation.
Again, this would be good in black and white. Got a lot of blacks in it.
A little nicer kept comic, this one. Not quite as
Yeah. This one probably isn't as good as the others. It's not been looked at as much.
Person's doing the artwork's got a style to its work, though. Kind of cool.
Oops, somebody whacked him on the head.
Yeah, printing error. That's what I was going to say.
Where is that? Oh, here?
Yeah. Somebody's smacked him one.
Probably not in every copy, just the one they had.
Yeah.
It's a birthmark.
Yeah.
Those nighttime scenes almost look like gray toning.
Yeah, that cross-hatching, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's not
What it is.
Zipatone?
No, it's all crosshatched.
Yeah.
Real nice.
When did Zipatone come out?
That's a really good question.
I would think mid-60s.
Let's go. Oh, no. Much before that.
Before that, 50s? Oh, no. Yeah, you're right.
before
It'd
that.
be they would have done that for the newspapers back in the probably late 40s, early
Let's
50s,
take a
maybe.
look. 1924.
Okay.
Wow.
Good
I
lord.
know a lot of editorial cartoonists started using it.
Yeah.
in
Patented
the-
in 1924 and used in many creative fields, including comics, film, and architecture.
Mhm.
Thank you, Google's AI overview. They know all and tell all.
Yeah. Now look down the list and find out the real answer.
Yeah. Okay. Wikipedia says 1937. Zipatone, the brand. Chart Pack 1949 and Letratone.
Letratone.
From 1966, a dry transfer screen tone sheet, sometimes informally known as a tone, consists of a flexible, transparent backing, the printed texture, and a wax adhesive layer.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's the rub-on lettering, not
Yeah.
the plastic cut out and lay a sheet down and then
Right.
cut out
Yep.
what you need, zip it down. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody posted on Facebook a picture from a Japanese art supply store with a whole wall of this stuff.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
they use it in manga, so it's still around there.
Sweet.
You could probably order it at great expense.
Yeah. Probably. Let's see where I left off at. Sorry. S tier is the top of rating scales. It means I think it's great. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, us too. OPPS. Couple smiley faces from Rex. A little more of the one hit wonder. RFLLLLLL. Yeah. Babbling baby. Sarah says, good morning or good afternoon, all. I'm sorry I'm late. Matt Black, you're fine. We like you here whenever you get here. LMAO with the 25 years ago and out now. Not wrong. But I have got to remember that one. RFLL. Hey, Matt. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Not too shabby in yourself. Oh, my OMG, you guys. I'm trying to be good for the love of God. I have to... You'll have to tie a plank across your backside. Just saying. Okay.
It's always the woman, isn't it?
Yeah, what is going on here?
It's always the woman that goes too far.
No, that was Matt Black. That said,
wait. You got
you'll have to tie a plank across your backside. Oh, Sarah.
Oh, well done, Matt.
LMAO.
Aside.
Get it?
I like
Spray
to
water.
see equal opportunity to be offensive. It's great.
Yeah. You're most welcome, Matt Black Gaming.
Have we created a dating site here? What's going on?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
you
exactly
know the
what I
rest
mean.
of the story.
Yeah. RFO Rust. LOL. Manga turned to hentai in this convo. LMFAO. Yeah. All right.
Uh-oh. No, stop. Help.
Western romance.
I think we call that forcible touching.
Forcible touching.
Yeah.
100 no je ne yesh means
That's
yeah.
That's a legal term. Forcible touching. That's what the police call it.
You know you want it, Miss Monkey.
It's a Class A misdemeanor in New York State as defined in penal law, Section 130.
He said penal.
This is why I hear it on the news here. It occurs when someone intentionally touches another person's intimate or sexual parts without their consent. Oh, this is great. Without their consent for no legitimate reason.
So does that mean there are legitimate reasons when you don't have consent?
I guess if you're a gynecologist, that's a legitimate reason.
Unless you don't have consent.
Right. Yeah. Or for sexual gratification.
Yes.
Yeah. Lack of consent, intimate parts, no legitimate reason, forcible. Those are the terms we used here. It can occur.
Excuse me.
Where forcible touching can occur in public places such as subway platforms and nightclubs, in private places such as residences, private party venues, and private vehicles.
Nice.
The statute of limitations for forcible touching is 2 years. So if you keep it quiet for 2 years, touch away.
That's not what Neil Gaiman says.
It's funny. It's the only references to it is New York State. So that's the only place that's a term. As defined by that statute, it includes squeezing, grabbing, or pinching. Wow.
That's because of all the construction going on in New York City.
Yeah. All right. Well,
There's
we've learned a great deal here today. And
that's what we're here for.
Because I listened to New York news radio stations. That's why I keep hearing that term and did not know that it was a New York thing.
Yeah, I can't say we've heard it much around here.
No,
but
well, now you can never unhear it.
Nice little tagline on that ad. The original, the biggest, the best.
Big 52 pages. Probably at that point, what year was that ad? Does it say there in the
1950s,
corner?
1950.
1950.
Yeah, so
That's
probably
good.
at that point, a lot of comics were already scaling down to 32 pages.
Your money or your love. That's illegal in at least 35 states.
And that's definitely Kirby up top there. The whole thing is Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the title that started it all, Young Romance.
Yeah.
Big 52
Utah
pages.
Love. They were both engaged to marry the same man.
Don't take less. Published each and every month.
Has anybody in the history of newsstands reserved a copy of anything?
They probably
'Cause
have.
They always used to say that in the ads.
Yeah.
In DC Comics, I remember, maybe even in Marvel. Go to where you buy your comics and reserve your copy now. If I did that, that crusty old guy that ran that place would have said, "Well, what the hell are you talking? Get out of here, kid. Come back when it's on, when I put it out, and if you're lucky, it'll still be there and you can buy it."
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, considered consensual if it's required. Private parts in private places. Yeah, well, between two consenting adults, right? Waiving, PBR's waiving, construction, LMAO.
Yeah, these days you want that. Do you want that consensual in writing?
Yeah. East Lynn,
Notarized.
Burkholder just arrived. Thanks for being here. Agreed. Reserved. Yeah. The man in my dreams.
Throwing money at her.
It looks like like a Kirby layout, that doesn't it? The action in his arm and looks very Kirby.
That you're right. That's a Kirby pose for sure.
Yeah.
Could that stop? You'll bury me alive under all this money. I'm suffocating. If that was written today, it would be, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Have
It's
you
from
got
Young
change for a
Love,
5?
Volume 2, number 2 from April 1950.
Young Love.
It says
Young
who they
Love.
are.
Well, this is interesting. You know how many stories in the romance comics were called the man of my dreams? It's like 40 of them.
This is the man in my dreams.
Yeah, there's only one of those. And let's see what the credits are. The man in my dreams.
It says, tells you there, right in the middle of the panel at the bottom.
Pencils are John Severin and Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
And the inks, which it looks like the inks are Bill Elder.
Yeah.
And it definitely looks like him.
Tells you.
Yeah. Yep. It says art by
it says art by Severin and Elder. I think it's a Kirby layout, Kirby rough.
Yeah.
Well, the database, the grand database gives Kirby credit, both Severin and Kirby for pencils, and then it says see notes. Let's see what the notes say. Figure of man on splash page by Kirby. Okay, so that's it for Kirby.
That's what it said.
Here.
Get in there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that just jumps out as Kirby.
Oh, he's showing her a good time.
Severin and Elder, though, we saw a lot of those stories in the Two-Fisted Tales books we looked at.
Yeah. Now that lower on the left-hand page, the lower right panel, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice. He repeated it on the
A little Terry and the Pirates look, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Which was raging at this time. real big.
Yeah, the Bill
the
Elder,
newspapers.
the Bill Elder inks here are overpowering Severin, but I like the way this art looks.
Yeah. Especially considering each one has a very individual style, and
Yes.
none of that is here. This is a completely different look.
Yeah, the spot blacks and the coloring are very nice here.
Yeah. Where are we at here? Waving, devil flyers waving. Agreed, reserved. Sarah says, well, the current leader was unconsensual when Clinton and Lewinsky was consensual, but people refuse to see that, hushing about that. But it's hypocritical and backwards, overlooked. Waving, that fires me up. So I'm shutting up now. Yeah. I would be terrified if a young male today, I gave my now 20-year-old nephew's toaster back every time she said stop. She
What?
says stop.
I'm
not sure I follow that.
Yeah.
Islin.
I'm worried.
Yeah. Matt says the report back from the autopsy suggests death by asphyxiation of too much money. My first cousin was curvy like that. He turned page.
Oh boy.
Okay. Suffocate me with money. Throw money at me. Yeah.
I'll get myself one of those straws so that I can put it up through the money and I can breathe underneath all the money.
Into the barrage of money.
Like they did in Nam. I've seen all the films.
Today that she'd be showered with cryptocurrency. Tough to illustrate that.
Cannot type. Every time she says no, step back. Okay. Are you ready for love? Can you make a sandwich?
Okay, it's a bit formal.
That's not what
you
it
really
says.
in-
It says,
are you
"Are
really in-
you really in love?"
Are you really in love? Sorry. My bad eyes. Are you really in love?
Take this test.
Great out of register colouring again.
I was just going to say that. How fantastic that is. Look at that. Probably printed on a Charles.
The woman has a Prince Valiant haircut.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's his sister.
Almost like a shorter Betty Page with the bangs.
Princess Valerie.
Yeah. This is from Boy Meets Girl, February 1950. I think there's a number on it too. Look closer here.
There probably is tons of this stuff in public domain, right?
Number 1. Oh yeah. Yep.
There are probably I wouldn't be surprised if there are more romance comics in the public domain than copyrighted.
Yeah. This is Russ. Russ needs a snorkel for more than one reason. LOL.
Yeah.
This cannot type. I have 20 straws. Drop money on me. Uh-huh. No one is ready for love. It is a bigger commitment than human can fulfill. I'm guessing there, Eastland. There's so a reason 99% of my roommates have been males. ROFL.
All right, that's definitely not enough information.
Yeah, we don't
And
know.
fit in working at 2 factories. One was a big printing press. Devil flyer. Momentum. Hello all, dropping in to like, share, and say hi. Please do. Mike, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you very much.
Hey, Mike.
Always, folks out there, hit that like button. Good morning, Eastland, Brookholder, Rex, Zimmerman, Apex.
Hey,
Hope you're doing well. You were saying, Rex?
Just saying hi to Apex Comics.
Yep. Sarah says females can't handle all the innuendos.
In your endo.
Will you be a bride or an old maid?
Oh God.
I grew up on Hazel. Just saying.
Pretty golden ages.
Is that an island?
Hazel?
What?
No, she was
Oh,
a
that
maid.
was a maid.
It's a big
An
girl.
old- she was an old maid. Yeah, big girl. That was an old maid.
Look at this pornographic. How about heavy necking?
Heavy necking.
Do you permit it? Yes, no. Please send us
Well,
your
you know,
today.
today, if I was single, I would be out on a date, and I would ask the woman for consent. Are you okay with heavy necking?
Yeah, could you please
Do I
sign
have
this form?
permission to touch you on your neck?
The nape of your neck. I wonder if the word hickey has ever made it into comics.
I wasn't worried, officer, until he started touching my nape.
Non-consensually.
Non-consensual nape and neck touching.
Hi, Mike Walters. We're on for 223. Innuendo are good. Oh no.
Isn't
They
it
can't
innuendo?
handle my endo.
Isn't the plural? Isn't the plural innuendi?
I'm not sure. Love Hazel kept the house running properly. Yeah. Heavy
Absolutely,
necking
very
was
clean.
considered porn. Sarah says asking consent is sexy with a sexy voice.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know you want to, Moneypenny.
This comic is slowly moving into Mills and Boone territory.
I was wrong. The plural is innuendos,
Yes, it's a consensual hickey.
and that can be spelled DOS or DOES. That's optional. there.
Either is proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I touch you here?
Show me where he touched you.
Oh, here. Is that okay?
On the thing.
On this doll.
I'm so glad you popped in, Russ. OMG, the back and forth is great. I can't stop laughing.
Just stop it now, will you?
Right.
That was
The back and
thing to say.
the back and forth is consensual.
I'm looking
Oh, James.
to make a good
I
sound.
always like to pull the standards down when I come in.
And
We
you
didn't
do
have
well
far to go
about
by the time you got here.
Yeah, yeah. You're already tumbling.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a part 2 on this book.
Good.
Nice.
Heartbreak on my honeymoon. Marriage hell.
You want to what?
Mama's apron strings. I married a good time Charlie. Marry me now. True to life romances. There's a photo. Kind of a photo cover.
Now that lower
looks like-
left, I married a good time Charlie. Who that artist is? That is very recognizable. Is that Kamen? Is that Jack Kamen? Does it say?
Give me a sec here to look.
Looks like Jack Kamen to me.
That one girl looks like the flying nun back there.
December, January 1950 splash page. Doesn't say.
I'm gonna look it up.
Cover
Married
detail.
a good time Charlie. There can't be too many
It's
stories
from-
with that name.
Darling Love, number 2. No,
Uh,
page 96
It's either
clockwise.
from Heart.
This way.
It's from Heartthrobs, and then it was
Heart-
reprinted in Agonizing Love. This is the
Heartthrob
book that we're
number-
looking at.
number
If it's
11.
agonizing, you're doing it wrong.
There's no there's no credits for that. There's no credits.
Heartthrobs number 11. Yeah.
No credit.
True to life romances, March, April 1950.
Glenn Ford, yeah.
Love and merciless. What? Herd
What?
lines. Headlines. Love and headlines. Holiday from honor. Monotonous one night on a date. The true life stories of Glenn Ford and Janet Leigh. MGM stars.
Holiday from Honor sounds like it could be promising.
We were on a break.
Janet Leigh, she was in Psycho and married to
Tony
Tony
Curtis.
Curtis, wasn't she?
Yeah.
They had a daughter.
Says, can I touch you here on there? Is that okay? She's laughing. Yep. Did he touch your no spot? Hey, Russ. LMAO, Russ. Females do not be doing it without consent
No.
on the guy. Says, can we make part 2 into some Jerry Springer show? A large table with cakes on. R.I.P. Mr. Springer.
I know when I was single, a lot of times I just had to say no means no.
I know. It's just it's terrible, isn't it? You just got to tell them no. I'm telling you, no.
Yeah. No.
No.
I'm not ready.
Give me 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes and a little blue pill. Yeah, I'll be ready.
Yeah, that's true. Many romances and marriages were fake, studio directed, especially to guys who were not really into women.
Yep.
Well,
True.
when gay marriage was legalized, my joke at the time was that gay men have been getting married for years, except they were marrying women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama's apron strings were the strings used to tie hands to the headboard. What the deuce? Either that or incest with the point of the book. What? Where
What's
did
going
Mama
on?
come
Where are
into
we
all this?
going?
It was
God,
all
I'm not sure where that-
consensual.
You have a couple of bloody
Sarah.
romance comics, and
Nice.
everybody goes to the extreme.
Say back, girl. Yeah. Give me 5 minutes and guzzle some rum. Sarah says.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
Another word I'm glad we worked in today is guzzle.
Guzzle, yeah, guzzle's a great
That's
word.
a vocabulary word.
Franks and beans, 55 cents.
Okay, that's definitely Matt Baker.
Here.
No question about it.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't give any credits, just says the issue and the year it came from.
Yeah, those faces are Baker.
But you can't go into the army now. Think of me. What will I do? We've invested every cent we have in this diner. You can run it by yourself without any trouble. You remember you're married and just stop flirting with the customers.
God.
Oh boy.
That's a pity that's on a fold, because that's a lovely piece. That's a lovely panel.
Yeah.
Really like the faces in there, and the way he's leaning back on the bar there, and the lines as well. Really nice, big, thick lines.
Thick lines.
The only person who listens to both sides of a husband and wife argument is the woman in the next apartment. Sam Levinson. You can say that again, Sam. Where did we leave off at? Mama's apron strings. Guys say, girls, the equipment. Guys say this, girls, this equipment is
much coveted, I would guess. Yeah.
Not public access. Back up, girl. OMG, guzzle. Did not even think of that. LOL. Yep. There were no rails. She should be saying, is that a wooden spoon in your pocket? This was never intended to be art. Became art by being well done. ROFL, Matt Black. Yes, you guys are great. Sarah says, you are a bossy woman. You can do it. I think he's talking about the girl here running the restaurant.
Mm.
Only she'd stop flirting with the customers. His face. Says, a spot on the sun, in the sun, spot in the sun.
Get those shoes off
Very
on the bed,
basic
please.
coloring.
Yeah, really. It's from Love Diary, number 5, March 1950.
What year? 1950.
Yeah.
There was actually a number of different titles, comics with the title Love Diary. This had a very interesting photo cover. Let's see.
That's horrible.
A Spot in the Sun, pencils and inks. Are you ready for this? Raphael Astarita. That's a
Okay.
new name. A new name to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raphael
When you
Astarita.
say that there was a number of titles, was there different publishers that had the same title?
Yeah,
or-
but in,
Oh, yeah.
in very different and like 9 years apart, so nobody cared.
Okay.
All right. So this artist,
As long as they didn't overlap. So nobody really
Right.
tried to
no.
protect their copyright on these romance comics.
It's his
Yeah, the
face.
first one probably went out of business the same year it launched, and then 9 years later, somebody said, "Yeah, we can use that title."
Yeah.
This,
Well, I mean, wouldn't they
Maybe
still own
she's
the rights,
from
even though they
the
went out of
sub.
business?
no,
Body
not
postures.
not back then with this kind of stuff. No,
Another gangster lady, tear on the right side of the eye this time. This is
And
Warm
when
here.
you look at the old
Dog.
pictures of like magazines and comics and books and things like that, I mean, there was a large space. There was a glut of a lot of stuff out there if you carried it all.
this artist Raphael Astarita drew 198 stories in comics.
Good God.
wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, some of them are reprints. So let's go to just the non-reprints. Well, it's still quite a bit. Yeah, it's over 100. Yeah, I've
Wow.
never heard of them. You'll learn something every day on this
Absolutely.
show.
So there's someone peeping in on the two in the back, some lady under the title of
Which
Spot
is
in the Sun.
amazing because we only do it twice a week.
Boy, yeah.
You can watch it every day.
Unless she's waiting for her turn.
Okay.
Whose face?
Hence the reprint.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a joke about an
Not
ostrich.
peeping, glaring. Canceling the order. What? Let's keep looking.
A lot of copy.
A lot of copy. Look at that.
A lot of copy.
Especially that left-hand page, lower left-hand panel. I've been squeezing out the characters.
Yeah. Real small.
Well, you know this
Yeah, they
wasn't
had a
done
lot to
Marvel
say.
style.
Yeah.
Definitely working from a full script because the artist looked at that panel and going, "Okay, I'm going to draw these little tiny people at the bottom, and there'll be plenty of room."
They're going to need to be small.
I think he's right. He's drawing from already lettered pages, if you ask me.
Could be, yeah, it could be. They did that. Yeah.
Tiny
That wasn't
people.
surprised at all. That's nice. Though.
That's a
Unusual.
very bizarre panel.
Yeah.
She does not look like she's falling down the stairs.
No.
That would be difficult to do, I would
How-
think, where the dialogue is already in place and you had to draw around it. You know,
That's the way EC
This
did
is
it.
pretty-
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. All the ECs
That's
were
good.
like that.
Even more reason those guys were genius.
Yeah. So true.
Well,
Glenn, you
this-
were saying.
I mean,
Look at the deliberate mistake in the top two panels. The railing has changed sides.
Oh yeah, how about that? Now, maybe do you think maybe one of those panels the art was flipped, or was
Could
it
be.
drawn that way?
I think it was drawn that way.
Yeah.
I think he's just got it. I think he's just, what the hell? I mean, the whole of the thing is on the wrong side.
Yeah,
In fact,
yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
just on the wrong side. The top area is 90 degrees the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then the wall is suddenly turned up on the other side.
Well, I'm trying to see if she has any jewelry that is, like on the left hand or right hand, and then gets flipped. But I think you're right; it was drawn that way.
Yeah.
I think she's a hussy. Look, she's not really falling down the stairs. She's just like she slid down the stairs and gone, "Oh no, I've fallen over."
She's on. Yeah, she's actually sliding along the rail.
I don't know anybody who puts their arm up behind the head there and just says, "Oh,
I think-
look, I'm injured."
I think she's fallen down every flight of stairs on an eight floor tenement building.
Oh, he's just gone round and round and
Yeah,
round all the way
yeah.
down.
Like on Laurel and Hardy when they kick that ball down the stairs, it's all the way down.
What floor is it?
She's rolled down, and she's rolled when she in between the first and second panels. She's rolled
Yeah.
along that flat bit and then gone down the other stairs
Yeah.
as well, just because she's a drama
She's
queen.
rolled several floors.
Yeah, she's a drama
It's
queen.
like, what floor is it now? Is
And I like how the picture on the wall near that guy changes shape.
Tell me when we get to floor 2. I'm going to throw up.
This is not peaking glaring. Canceling the order. Yep. You missed the first part, Randy. I'm sorry, Matt. Going up here. This is another gangster lady. Rear on the right side. This right side of the eye this time. Canceling the order. Is that what it is? I hit that right. Anyway, Matt, sorry. Just grind it. Grind it out. Deadline work. Yeah. Above the canceling. My keyboard has decided to double up on the letter N today. Okay. Spot the difference. The fell a bit. Are you the gal he married?
The answer is yes. If you have to ask, was I a wicked wife? The answer is probably yes.
Yeah.
It's true life story.
It's a true love story. Yeah.
They couldn't say that if it wasn't true.
He's fallen. She's pushed him down those same stairs as the other guy
Yes.
in the dark.
It was an accident. She was looking for the railing.
Tommy, what have I done to you? You've killed me.
John Severin
You
pencils.
moved the railing.
Yeah.
Definitely not John Severin inks.
Yeah.
Kiss me, you fool.
Rough to do up the chin shot there.
I've got a bit of a journey.
I think they've. There must be maybe they've been Scaletta early inks because he's ruined it.
Yeah.
Tell me it's consensual, big boy.
I'll tell you something. Inks beside, John Severin improved a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a lot too. So much
I think
stuff.
that's why I love this program and in general just picking up older books probably more than anything is that you can get to see people you consider to be like effectively premier artists and see that they started off just as shit as you are.
And John Severin worked well into his 80s, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And you think there's always a chance I'm going to get as good as that. There's always a possibility.
You just need Vinny
There's always
inking
room
you.
for me.
Yeah, I just need Vinny to ink me and I'll be fine. Yeah.
I've said. I thought that's what they asked in prison about Big Boy. This is Rex, say consensual in a sexier voice.
That's not. They don't ask you in prison.
Yeah.
Consensual.
Allegedly.
This one chick
Allegedly.
almost looks like the Flasher Lois Lane in the cartoon.
Yeah.
LOL, Matt.
Consensual.
Should be improving, but me no talent.
Oh, Tom's getting a lot of shit in this one.
What?
Tom's getting a lot of shit in this story.
Tom is a
Oh,
shit
Tom,
anyway.
I shouldn't. Oh, Tom, I'm sorry I pushed you down the stairs and broke your back in 3 places. It was an accident
Oh, Tom.
He moved the railing.
with a footprint up your backside. I'll try real hard to change. You'll see. That look at that bottom left there. The stairs is dangerous because there's no rail.
Exactly.
Tom
I
and
mean,
his
is
evil
it
wife.
different stairs?
Tom,
Maybe
I
maybe
guess
that
maybe
is
the
maybe that is a rail. It's just so poor. The stairs are
Yeah.
so poorly drawn. It looks like there's a rail at the bottom, but not at the top.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the bottom left.
Yeah,
panel
bottom
there.
left.
She's saying, Tom, I forgot to tell you that I've taken the rail off the side of the
Yeah,
step.
well, there's a rail, but at the bottom, that's a rail,
Yeah.
but at the
Yes.
top, it isn't.
Yeah. Tom, I've got a thing about rails. I always rail when I see a rail.
Right. I'd like to be railed.
Hey.
Oi.
I think they're two different stairs. One's maybe, ground level, and then the other one she's climbing up with the rail there and has her hand on is
Yeah, those are two
probably
different
in the
sets of
basement
Yes,
for the
she's
laundry.
in the basement, yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Anyway,
Look at that coat she's
Can't
in.
nobody tell me nothing.
That green
Got
coat,
that.
look at it.
Right.
It's plaid.
She stole that jacket from Jimmy Olsen, I swear.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it matches
And the
the
She's
same
got,
hair.
she's got red hair. Maybe she's his sister.
Could be.
I think it's Jimmy Olsen's sister.
A lot of sisters in this book.
Oh no, look, he's fallen down again.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
He's
just-
dead. She's killed him.
Oh God, he's all bent
Oh, no.
up, isn't he?
Oh no, he's all right. He's in a wheelchair.
Oh, now
Phew.
she's coming onto the doctor.
Yeah,
Paralyzed for life.
yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I was just thinking.
She's happy now. They're
I
smiling.
was just thinking she should be saying, "I did what you said, Larry," and he said, "Well, I've decided not to leave my wife, honey."
This is, Tom and his evil wife. It's like Kathy Bates in Misery. Yeah, stairs keep changing. Twilight Zone music. Derailing this conversation. Nice. Railed. So what would derailed be?
There's no undoing a rail.
Sideways.
No.
Sideways.
Sideways. Any Bernie Krigstein
no
fans
one
out there?
doing a
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course, BBR. I'm working my way to look through all of the old impacts that's got that classic Krigstein story in it. We'll look at that here in the upcoming weeks, I'm sure. So is she waking up or down?
I think he meant
Oh.
walking. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, walking.
Walking.
Yep, walking up or down. Pouty face girls. Sarah says, hit rewind and go out and then in instead of the other way around.
She's mad.
See, it's Kathy Bates in Misery.
It's the operating room has also got a moving sign. Look at the lettering on it.
Yeah.
And then look at the one underneath.
Yeah. Well, they got to know where the operating room is.
That's not what I mean.
Sarah says she's all Kathy Bates here, all happy. They're
She's
invalid.
cobbled him.
Man, yeah.
It's a design statement to put in the operating room on the sign as range left.
Yeah.
It's nice. Most people would have centered it, but you know.
Yeah, but but in the first one, it's in italic.
No.
It's one of those
in
electronic
between the
signs.
panels,
Yeah.
the sign's been repainted, mate.
Yeah.
I could tell you about those signs. I worked on those signs.
So Lucille Ball had not red hair, but soft apricot colored hair. So says the actual hairdresser. Says it's like an advert for not leaving your list on the shit in the stairs. Credits roll and play. Accidents will happen by Elvis Costello. LOL. This lady is psycho. LOL, Matt. She is a little.
You want to keep your man? You got to hobble your man.
Yeah.
Russ, have you been anywhere near a hospital recently in the past 20 years?
Yeah,
I did those signs.
all of them.
I did the artwork for them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you did the original before they.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't do every sign.
I didn't know. Well, they're not. They're
No.
printed, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you know those big towers they have outside now? They're like a monolith with the in blue and white.
Oh yeah.
I did those as well.
Oh, look at you!
I know.
You're bloody famous, mate.
I know. I am infamous. I think.
Infamous.
Infamy.
We're going to need to call it here, folks. We're about halfway
Oh no,
through.
it was so much fun.
More agonizing love next week.
Agonizing love.
It was painful.
Look at that there, bottom right. You rang, Mr. Malcolm.
Like Lurch.
I was engaged to a puppet. Says everybody.
Chucky's Revenge.
Yes. More info on that next week, folks. Agonizing love.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Michael Barson. More
Can we
romance
see
comics
the back
next week.
cover?
Well, you can, but there's oh yeah, there we are. It's a little ad. Read every one of these wonderful magazines, written, edited, especially for you. Only 12 issues for
I'm
$1.
surprised they didn't have like slut and whore. And
That was that underground movement.
Yeah,
that
was later with
Glenn,
Art Crumb.
Glenn mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Robert Crumb. Yeah.
That's when we start looking at Snatch comics. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
big ass comics.
Big ass comics.
Big ass comic.
Yeah, a friend of mine had a Snatch #2 and had it graded. It came out 9.9, and which is amazing because those were all hand stapled and folded.
That's a great snatch.
Where'd we leave off here?
Charles always makes my morning better.
Details grinding out work by the deadline. Yeah. Further comments by my roommates being male. Holy, she scares me. LOL Glenn. I had fun. Glad you had fun. Rex funny voice. Great show. OMG. Love it.
Didn't know that was his name.
Loved it. Yeah. Rex's last name's funny voice.
Funny voice.
12 issues for $1. That's my price with current pay and not the payback then. Yeah. I might have to watch Snatch now. Yeah. I got a collection of the comics from Snatch Comics, but we can't show it here.
Yeah, we can't show even one panel.
Whoa. It's got some great crumb, but not crumb that we can show on YouTube.
She be naked.
Yeah. I went into Waterstone's bookshop and asked for a copy of 1010s of England. The guy went and got me a copy, and I pointed out to him, my uncle wrote this. Then I walked away. He looked so confused.
That's my book.
There we go. Folks, Agonizing Love next week. More Agonizing Love.
More agony.
Friday, Comics by Night.
Looks
We're
like
still
her-
looking at Slain.
Looks like Kirby on that cover, right? It's
It is,
definitely
yeah.
a Kirby
Yeah.
hand.
It
Yeah.
does look like it, yeah.
That was one of the splash pages that we saw. That's a detail from it. We saw it.
It looks
Yeah.
like Mort Meskin inks to me.
Could be.
Mort.
It says
Did
confusing
Mort do
people is
Superman?
so much fun. Shenanigans.
That's a good question.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Is that one of those underground comics?
Superman?
No, Mort does Superman.
Oh.
That's like
Folks, we'll be-
X-Men and Obnoxio.
Yeah. Folks, we'll be back here next Sunday with more Agonizing Love, more romance comics. We'll be here Friday at 5 a.m. to look at more Slain, Mike McMahon, and Bernanelli, whose name we always massacre.
Bellardinelli.
Bellardinelli.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No.
Joke's on you,
Easy
bitch.
for
I
you to
love
say.
this shit.
Yep. Easy for you to say. Russ, tell
Cool.
folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. And you can find our books online. Go get them now. This is a nice hardback version. I love this. This is great.
I do too.
It's very
love
nice.
it. Yep.
Lovely. Love that version. But obviously,
If it
the
just
most
wasn't in
important thing
Portuguese.
is the Atlantean. Great stuff. We're getting lots of good responses from this. Charles has joined the writing staff, so we have a legend working on it. So you must get the second issue. Third issue has been written as well, and the fourth issue is on its way. So check out russleach.com. Sign up for that email list. We have our crowdfunder starting early March. Then it will be out to retail, and then we'll be on to issue 3, and that should go to crowdfunding in 1st of July or thereabouts. So we're on a roll. So if you want to find out more about that, keep up to date with all the latest news, go to russleach.com and sign up for that email list.
Absolutely. Charles, tell folks where they can find you.
They can just look. You
What's
can't
wrong with you? Just look, will you?
You can't avoid me. Just go on the internet, type my name and my boy Rammer, that's Rammur, and there'll be just a flood of information and buying opportunities. First issue of Rammer, The Master Thief in a Future Police State, is behind me. The second issue is available. There it is. It is just about standard comic book size, square bound, full color. And number 3 is in the works, so you know what to do.
All right. Rex, tell folks how they can find you.
You generally find me sitting in this chair on YouTube daily on the 4 o'clock shadow, and all the social media under Devil Flyer, under Rex Christian on Facebook, Ashcan over there on Indiegogo, and Main Project getting ready to get a makeover, total makeover. It's going to be exciting, adding books and all kinds of new artwork and stuff to it over on Fund My Comic.
Is that DC rack behind you one of those that
No,
they
that-
put in the Dollar Tree stores?
Yes, sir. Picked it up the other day this week. Yeah. And that's the books, some of the books. I got 13 different titles. They're from 2011 was the earliest reprint, and 2016, 17. New 52 books and Rebirth.
So your dollar
Man.
store has given up on DC that fast that they sold you the rack and all the comics?
No, I said, no. I said, you know, if I buy the remaining books, can I have the rack? And they were like, yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's how you do it.
Okay. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
apparently I'm famous, so you can find me everywhere.
Yeah.
I've got
Everywhere,
as
he's
well.
everywhere.
You can even find me
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
Great
you just put my
logo.
name, thank you. If you just put my name in, where do you put my name? Google. Put my name in Google or whatever it's called.
On the dotted
Google.
line.
Stick his name anywhere you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you go to Amazon, you can certainly see all my books and magazines and all kinds of stuff on there. I was going to say good stuff, but that's debatable.
Google it.
But
stuff.
yeah, if you just put my name into any search engine, I think they're called, something will come up, and you never know.
All right.
Ding.
You never know. You can do that for me at
Consensually.
Amazon. Just put Randy Zimmerman in Amazon. See if you get the War of the Worlds book or the Atlantean book that I wrote that Russ did the artwork on, or Shadow Kingdom. Shadow Kingdom's really awesome, though. That's a Robert E. Howard story, first Cull and Brule story. It's in public domain. We did a adaptation of it because all the other adaptions that we read weren't quite as faithful to the property as I would have liked. I'm really proud of this. If you were in on the Shadow Kingdom campaign, we deeply thank you. And we're continuing on with the Atlantean and Fund My Comic. Like Russ said, issue 3 will be available there on Fund My Comic in March, start of March. And we'll also have an opportunity there for you to get the Atlantean and the Shadow Kingdom books as well on that in that campaign. So do look for that. We deeply appreciate you being here. We hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as we've enjoyed doing this. We love doing this. It's more than just a group of folks together talking. We're looking over some great comics, the comics that inspire us, the comics that we love, that we read as kids or that we found in bookstores or history books that cover maybe parts of comics that very few people have seen before. We've been doing this for quite a while. So if you enjoy this program, please hit that like button. Leave a comment anywhere, anytime that you see or watch this program, any engagement, no matter how long this broadcast has been posted, just goes to help our algorithms and helps us get out in front of more eyes. If you enjoyed this program, tell your friends that we're here. We've been here for probably a couple years now doing this kind of work. We've covered a lot of great comics in the past. So go look through our archives and enjoy that to your heart's content. And if there's a comic out there, a bit of sequential art, a interesting bit in this industry that you want us to cover, do leave a note and we will definitely take it under consideration. We don't get paid for doing this. We're not doing this for money. We're doing this for inspiration, to look at some great old comics, to talk among friends, to remind ourselves how great this art form is. And it is a great art form. If you enjoy comics, tell people that you enjoy comics. If you have a favorite comic out there you haven't read in a while, maybe time to dig that up. Take a look at it again. Remind yourself why this art form is as great as it is. A combination of words and pictures you just can't beat. You just can't. So we hope you enjoyed yourself. Do look at our archives. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and most especially over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. And I think it's indiecomicsnetwork.com. You can go over there as well, and it'll hook you right up to the YouTube page. Any place that you find us, though, at Facebook pages, X pages, wherever, do leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We are here every Friday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern time, looking through comics at Comics by Night, and Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, looking through comics and Sunday Funnies. And we deeply appreciate you being here. You didn't have to look at my mug this entire time, but anyway, we all appreciate you being here. And thanks for stopping by. Like I said, tell your friends. And we'll see you on the next one, I guess. Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. So, and please, if you're in this business, try to leave this business in better shape than what you found it.
That won't be hard.
Shouldn't be hard at all. Yep.
Well,
You just
and to start it off, got to get a copy of that.
need a little warning and grab a blue pill or whatever. Anyway, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Two of the baby babbling. Yes. Your question, Matt, LMAO, reading it. Yeah, thank you all. Matt left a question. Sorry, Matt, if I missed it. Sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Here we go. Can we not squeeze in an extra 30 minutes. We're running late as it is. So
I think we've all seen the error of our ways and how it can be misconstrued by suggesting we could squeeze anything in.
Non-consensually.
Non-consensual squeezing in is not a good thing.
Hail the mighty replay. Always enjoy being part of the chat. Thanks so much for being here. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Shaking. Yep. There we are. Ciao for now. Please sub to my Rumble, Rex says. So see you in a bit, Rex. PBR says, thanks everybody for being here. Devil Flyer. We are peacing out. Take care, everybody. A little bit of videos to cover. Oh, yeah, I should also mention our sponsors here don't pay us. If you see a commercial on this channel, they're not paying us to run those. We run them because we think they're stupid and silly and funny. So, and we've got a little toy ad to show you as we go out the door. We wish you the best.
See ya.
Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Be careful, be kind, be safe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Oh, first, I guess we're going to talk about some big ass men. Here we are.
Ugh, I hate these big ass prices.
Sounds like you could use some big ass savings.
I'd love some big ass savings.
Kmart Shop Your Way members save 30 cents a gallon.
30 cents a gallon? That's a big ass discount.
Big ass discount.
A really big ass discount.
Really big ass discount.
Honey, this solves your big ass problem.
Totally solves my big ass problem.
Dad, look at that big ass truck.
A big ass man.
Hello, big ass man.
Shop Your Way members get big ass savings. Save 30 cents a gallon when you spend $50 or more at Kmart.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
One more for the road. I found this the other day.
The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster. A great new game from Mego.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.